When you buy a car or a phone, you get a receipt. When you complete a 4-year degree course, you ensure to obtain your certificate of completion. This is to serve as proof beyond mere words, which may not hold water. When you buy land or you get into property transaction, what is your proof? More important than the land you're buying is the documentation that covers the land. You must ensure that the person selling has a valid title, hence the right to sell. And you must also ensure that you obtain the right document that validly and sufficiently transfers title to you. My name is Richard Abbey, and I would like to share with you from my perspective as a professional solicitor and my experience as an estate consultant important documents required for valid property transfer in Nigeria. I will discuss them under two main headings. The first is the document of the root of title, and then the second is the document of transfer of title. Document of root of title. This simply means what is the basis of ownership of the seller? What is the basis of his right to sell? Before we proceed, I must inform you that the fundamental law that governs land transactions in Nigeria is the Land Use Act. And Section 1 of that law says that all lands in Nigeria belongs to the governor of the state in which such land is comprised in. Now, if land belongs to the governor, what then is the valid basis of the rights for anyone to sell? There are a few valid roots of title under the Nigerian law. The first one worthy of mention is the Certificate of Occupancy, otherwise known as the COO. This is a document that indicates that an individual has been granted a statutory right of occupancy, which is arguably the most valid root of title under the Nigerian law. And the validity of the COO is 99 years, which most likely is subject to renewal thereafter. Second is a deed of assignment. Deed of assignment is a document duly executed by a seller and buyer of property in which title is transferred. Now, in Nigeria, the only valid means by which you can transfer title is by a deed, not by an agreement, not by a memorandum, not by a receipt, or even a contract of sale, but by a deed. The deed of assignment must contain such important details as the name of the parties, a detailed description of the property as contained in the survey plan, the history of the land up to that point, the price, and also the governor's consent. The third is an accession/gazette. An accession is a process and also a document by which the governor grants a large parcel of land to a local community for their existence, having showed evidence of long possession on the land. An accession is to a local community what a certificate of occupancy is to an individual. An accession is further published in a document known as Gazette, which is a document of official government records, published annually, sometimes once in 2 years. The fourth is court judgment. Dispute land has been since ancient times, and if any dispute is submitted to litigation and the court decides for either of the parties, the court judgment is a valid title document, as strong as a certificate of occupancy. Now let's talk about the document of transfer of title. These are documents you importantly must obtain for title to be seen to have been validly transferred to you. There are basically two of them, the deed of assignment and the survey plan. As mentioned earlier, the deed of assignment is the only document validly recognized for transfer of title in Nigeria, and you must duly execute one with your seller with the governor's consent endorsed thereon. Then, the survey plan. A survey plan is a document that sets out the boundaries of the parcel of land, the extent of the parcel of land which is the subject matter of the transaction. It also includes the coordinates which, if entered into an app like Google Maps, should take you to the right spot. It also contains an endorsement from the Land Bureau that it is free from government interest or acquisition. It is my pleasure to share this information with you, hoping that it will be very helpful to you in your investment decision. If you have any questions as to what property or land to buy or avoid, then you can message us directly and we'll be very glad to help. Thank you.